As in the case of any upgrade or a generational change, this new Mercedes C-Class has also had change for the better. It has evolved as a car, and in terms of the design and layout, I find it's much more appealing than the existing one, and there are many more bells and whistles to play around with. But the bad news is that this car is probably going to cost a little bit more than the existing C-Class, and the second bad news is that you are not going to see this car till the end of 2014, which means a bit of a wait for you.
This is what we said when we drove the new C-Class in March of this year. And the good news is that the period of waiting is over, and Mercedes, true to their word, is launching the new C-Class on November 25th in India, just before the end of the year as they had promised. So what does the new C promise? Well, as a package, everything is new. This sits on a new platform, uses a new design language, and even things under the bonnet have changed. The power plants too for both the variants, petrol and the diesel, are new units. And all this add up to tell you that you will be driving a brand new Mercedes C-Class now. And as a car, we think that the new C has evolved quite a bit into a more matured, well-behaved machine with a more refined drive. At first glance, you will not miss the rounded corners and the stylish design elements like the new headlamps and the radiator grille and even the rear end styling. But you also might be inclined to say that all this looks a bit similar to the much bigger S-Class, which necessarily isn't a bad thing because Mercedes stands for luxury and style, and no other car in their portfolio shows that more than the S-Class. So similarities might actually help this new C-Class. This new C will also be wider and longer, sitting on a wheelbase which again has become 90mm longer. And this in turn means that gone are the somewhat cramped interiors, and instead you have much more cabin space and also the boot space, which has shot up to 480 litres. In addition to this, the interior design and layout is completely new and decidedly much more modern and stylish, and the quality of materials too have improved. And if you are expecting your bells and whistles, then you won't be disappointed either, because the new one will come with a lot of new features, including a Burmester sound system with 16 speakers, and the top variant might even get the head-up display as well. In terms of engine configuration, you will get a new 2.2-litre diesel and of course a 2-litre petrol engine with 184 PS of peak power on tap. But for now, Mercedes will only launch the petrol in India, and the diesel is likely to make its appearance early next year. But the important thing is that this new car has shed 100 kgs of weight and has a more aerodynamic design, which in terms of driving translates into a better fuel efficiency and a lower drag coefficient. And Mercedes claims that the fuel efficiency too has gone up by as much as 20%. With the launch of this new C-Class, customers for the entry-level luxury car will certainly get a car which will up the benchmark for this segment. But at the same time, in all likelihood, the prices too will go up as well. Coming up next, on the road, we drive the Hyundai Accent from Mumbai to Dapoli.